They're going to.
Yeah, we ain't gonna finish.
Yeah, I don't want to have to stretch it too long, to be honest. Probably no more than an hour and a half, and then we can pick up where we left off if we have to go to part 2. At least the next time around we'll be engaged in whatever. It's up to you guys, though. I mean, I'm game for whatever.
We want Bob to have a successful future.
Mm-hmm.
You've already kind of lost me. I'm doing my studying right now, so I'm just, all tabbing back and stuff.
Yes, the priest units can go.
Okay, they went. How are our Molotovs looking?
By this amount of time, people have grabbed a whole, bunch of that stuff, brought them up there, and started putting them together. So, I'd say you have at least a dozen or so that are already kind of lined up on the edge of the wall, rags to the ready. Down below, they're probably still just, figuring out how to maneuver around those giant oil barrels and the like. But they're moving them this way. I'm going to tackle the stairs.
Okay. We'll just keep making more Molotovs, at least until somebody breaks through, I guess.
Okay.
Huh! I can attack.
Okay.
Aha! Aha! Punch him!
Yeah! I did a thing!
You did a thing.
I did a good thing! Yay!
That's pretty decent. So all that stuff's fine. And then being in the cloud, you have a possibility of taking some poison damage. Half damage because they're not fully covered because of the gust. Oh, you succeed, so it'll actually be quarter damage.
That's good.
So 5. Knights are still looking pretty healthy. So the robed figure points his finger towards his long, clawed, bony finger towards the knights. Out from it arcs a green beam of eldritch energy. Okay, well, the knights rolled a 0 and a 1 on their
There's some pretty lame knights, just
Yeah, they
saying.
are.
Ouch!
You can see as the green beam grows in intensity as it makes contact with the living flesh, cutting a swath right through the middle of the units. The units in the middle of the thing are just disintegrated into ash across the middle of them. With their companions literally dusted, the knights begin to try to falter and break. Okay, let's see. Ugh. Morale broken. Not just broken, but shattered. The knights begin to flee. They can only take a retreat action unless they are otherwise rallied by a commander.
So if my evoker is like doing, say, a magic missile with his banshee, is it just the damage that's listed here, 2d4 plus 2?
So the magic missile for them, they get 4 darts each that do TD4 plus 2. And against a single target, the damage is doubled. So if it's against a solo.
Car points at that banshee 39 up in the sky.
So 4 different 2d4 plus 2 forces, or if you want, just to make it easier, you can either just drag it 8 times against solos, instead of having to drag it to chat and double it and that kind of thing. Yeah.
I never looked at my damage, so I'm just going, okay.
That was yep. And so you see just so many bolts of magical force all consecutively coming out of the evokers from all the different ones in the group. They just let loose a massive volley of these force bolts. You can hear the Banshee wail as they start piercing through her all over the place, and some of her wispy form, it looks like a concussive force hits them, almost dissipating several parts of her form.
That's their move.
Okay.
So since the knights are broken, can I still heal them as a priest?
You can heal them, but they will only flee unless they are rallied. The knights themselves will only flee, but yeah, you could get up to him and heal him if you wish. Healing them may make it easier to rally them too, by the way. Which...
That's us.
The other Banshee rolls forward, and the entire area echoes as a piercing wail reverberates off of the dunes, the sand, even just the concussive pressure of her shrieking wail throws sand up into the air. The knights and the warriors hold steady, do not succumb to the psychic pressure that tries to knock them unconscious, but instead just take some psychic damage.
Not my warriors. No.
Banshee 22 is still directing traffic. The other two have done stuff, but this one is directing. Let's see if she can actually do it. They smell blood, so let's see if she actually has enough will to make them do something different. Yes. She rolled really well. So yeah, she's going to force the guests to move over and attack the knight.
They don't have to be lined up.
Only two faces.
Okay, okay.
Two squares have to be lined up. This one attacked Steam last time. The Banshee's went off to do the other thing, so I think he's just going to follow the same order. Because he's stupid.
Dude, Wolfen can hear you.
Oh shit, they're on me. Well. A 1 and
Aha!
4 will not a hit make. Right, night 1. Night 1 is up.
And they can attack, right?
Oh,
Because they're
boy,
the
they
only
can.
one that's not the only one that's not broken.
One is frightened. The other one is actually broken.
They're both running. I lost connection.
Me too, and it wasn't even my turn.
See, it's not just you.
That lends me to think things. I don't know.
Think thoughts?
Big thoughts, many thoughts. Big ocean.
Maybe the internet's breaking.
So
Reconnect it.
The frightened, by the way, doesn't make them run away. They just can't get any closer to the thing that they're afraid of. And they have disadvantage on attacks. I think that's it. Yeah, you got him. Sucker punched him right.
Hey! He did something.
Yeah. Those gas could have been nasty, but they got out ahead and got hurt early. That's so good. It's the only thing of all of the units, you've killed definitely the most dangerous units. Now let's see how we fare against.
We totally meant to do that. I mean, totally.
I can't move it forward.
You can? Oh, you can disconnect it again?
No, I mean the turn.
Turn.
Oh, that forward. Sorry, I thought you were talking about physically moving the unit.
No, I did that.
Yeah.
They still can't move very far, but
That zombie is just rotting flesh, barely hanging together by mostly severed tendons at this point. The fact that it's upright is a miracle. Depending on who your perspective is. Miracle, that might be.
Oh yeah. Miracles. Wow. Target button. Target all the zombies.
You're gonna, like, go bowling for zombies. It failed against your dex save?
Yep. And I just turned them into dominoes.
You noticed that the morale of these undead units does not seem to be affected by the death of their compatriot, unlike your own troops.
what is dead may never die.
Mm-hmm. And then I do this. Hide with my warriors. Back to my command post.
She's going to continue to direct troops. Where is she? Only one way to find her. Roll for it. She's going to continue to direct troops. Floating high into the air. Oh man, now there's nothing in melee anymore. You done meleeed. You can't melee anymore.
Oh! No! No! Oh, warriors have no purpose. In the immediate situation. Okay, what is that big circle of 20 there again?
I think it should be gone now. That was an ice storm
Okay, yeah, it should be gone for sure.
that was still lingering.
How about for these warriors? How about for these skeletons? 17 heavy. What the fuck is 44? These aren't in numerical. Oh, okay. Well, shit. But.
44 seems unhurt. None of its skeletons have fallen.
Yeah. And you said the only actions they have are dash.
Dash
Yeah.
or whatever. I will let you ready their
Okay.
action if there's one.
They're ready in attack.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done with them. Okay, what's going on? Okay.
They're in the midst of a cloud
Cloud
of
of-
poisonous death.
Oh, okay. Well.
Before you move, first.
Oh, no. At the end of my turn.
Oh,
Yay!
natural 20 from
That's
the
right,
warrior.
my warriors. They are here to play. Oh. The damage.
11, yeah. We're standing in the giant poisonous cloud.
They're going to get out of the cloud of doom. Boop. And
So that's 4 squares to get out, and then you got 2 squares left.
but I went. Okay, so I have one more up then. They went.
You could have one more up and one more over, or over, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or you really have 2, so you go over 1 and up 1. But
Okay.
you'd be at a diagonal, so you couldn't attack. So you have to.
Yep, I'll stay here. They'll ready the action when they get into ready an attack if the mobs come in range.
So you could technically attack them, but it's a disadvantage right now. And attacking gives you your bonus attack because they have reach.
I like it. Let's do it.
So it's just at disadvantage. Because only 1 square.
Yeah, less than
Not all
half.
of your
right?
people can attack, which is why it's a disadvantage.
Yay!
But they're zombies.
But
They have an AC of 8, so as long as you don't roll 2 1s, you still hit them.
oh, challenge accepted with this bonus attack.
Okay, bonus attack still at disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
And
The
there
hit.
we go. Things are happening. Things are
Yep.
happening.
Yep, the Warriors are here to play.
Oh, she's actually okay with them attacking you. Big bucks. Big bucks. Now it is Nemo's turn. Oh shit, he's moving. Okay, going for a Banshee. Yeah, Lumo has reason to absolutely hate Banshees. Many reasons. Oh yeah, here we go.
And my haste attack.
Mm-hmm. Wrong.
Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. Insane Fury. Banshees are bad. Okay. The second Banshee is now going to let loose its wail. In close proximity to all of these units and Steen, the concussive force is immense. The psychic drain of just trying to fend it off is some of the greatest strain that any of these fighters have ever known.
Oh no. No. Hmm.
The zombie's wail overtakes Knight. No, wait, who is it? Is it Warrior 2? Yeah, Warrior 2 and Steen's consciousness, knocking them unconscious and at 0 hit points.
No.
What was his hit points before?
Hmm?
What was his hit points before?
Whose? Steen's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Full. Their wail that they can do once per day, if the thing is affected by it, puts them at 0 hit points.
Jesus. Oh. Oh.
In
I
form of
rolled a 2.
story, this is not the first time that this has happened to you, Steen. That is what happened to the entire party before the Phalanx came and rescued you while y'all were in the Badlands the last time.
Oh yeah.
That's actually what happened, was the Banshee's wail knocked you all out. After a long excursion running from many undead. Okay, so they're down. They're gonna go for the Knights. Knight 1 is on higher ground, so they will have disadvantage on that attack. Coming nowhere close. Okay, so Knight 2 is frightened, so can't get any closer to... Actually, the Banshee that moved right
The
next.
Banshees.
The 39 is the source of the fright. But since it's literally right next to you, you could just go any direction that's not towards her. You go up north or whatever. It's still all legal to do.
She's still up in the air, right?
Yeah.
So I can't do anything with that.
Yeah, she's up, but she's still not directly above you. So she is, like off to what would be to the left. So if you were to move north, for instance, you would actually still distance yourself from her, which is valid.
Yeah, we're gonna move north towards those skeletons.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, she's about 20 feet in the air at this point. I think both of them are about right at that height.
Actually, we're gonna dash up, so we're right beside them, because they're mostly ranged, right?
That's correct. Yeah, the skeletons have been using nothing but short bows to this point.
So, but that's all they can do.
Okay.
All right, so how do we mend the knights? Do I have to be within?
They just have 0 hit points. So, if you
Knight 3?
sorry, which?
Sorry, Knight 3 that are broken.
The broken ones.
Sorry, I was thinking about the people on the other side that were unconscious. And to rally them, you just depends on what you're going to do to rally them. You don't have to be like at them to rally them. You just have so if you're going to yell at them or try to inspire, or like whatever you're going to do, it's a charisma based thing. So you can try to persuade, or you can try to intimidate, or whatever method that you think might rally those troops. That's what you do, and that will determine what how close you'd have to be or whatever to do it.
I'm gonna get right up in their faces. You ready?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Can Bardic Inspiration help me at all?
Yes, it can. Use it for an ability check, which...
Is that what they'll have to do?
You will persuade them with your persuasion. That's the kind of deal.
All right, here we go. I'm going to tell them, steel yourselves, brothers and sisters in arms. The gods of light support our endeavors, my friends. Look with your eyes. We now outnumber them. The tide of battle is turning. Bear down and greet them with the doom they deserve.
See them kind of looking around at each other, at least momentarily, trying to decide whether or not to let that take in, and then roll me a... that seems like a persuasion to me. With and adding your D8. D8? A D8. Probably the best way to do that is just roll it. If you well, you get to decide if you want to do it. So roll your persuasion, see if you like it, and then if it's fine like that, then okay. Now there. They are no longer broken.
Well done.
You see them steel themselves and turn, teeth grit, ready to return to the assault.
I really wanted to hear Bijou quote the Hound.
What is the Hound?
He's a character in Game of Thrones. And I really wanted to hear you scream, "Any man dies with a clean sword, I'll rape your fucking corpse."
That would have been great. You should have sent it to me.
That's totally something Bijou would say.
I mean, when the grit hits the dirt, it's what you gotta say to get them going.
Pretty inspirational.
All right, Car, you're up.
There went my moment to shine.
Yeah, that could have been your line.
Okay.
What is the weather like?
It is clear.
No, it's not. Look again.
This is the desert boss. I don't think you're gonna get much of a rainstorm here.
No, I just
Lightning can still strike in the desert.
It is oddly cold for being in the desert. That's because the sun hasn't hit yet.
I'm going to call lightning.
Okay.
I know I can't necessarily control the thunder, but it's my intent to make the thunder loud enough as a response to the banshee's scream.
Okay. Yes. Call that thunder. That one failed.
So he failed it, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They failed their save.
Sometimes I get that all mixed in my head. I would like to channel Divinity Destruction Wrath, and that makes that full damage,
Ooh,
and that would be 30.
For which one? 39?
For 39.
You get an almost digitized sound as the Banshee is wailing as the lightning strikes her from seemingly clear skies. And her wail just kind of cut silent amidst the thunderous roar as she dissipates into nothing.
Yay!
I point to the evokers and I say, "Take them all down!" And I run forward.
Okay. And the scoots are about to scout.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be coming out of hiding.
Yep.
Cool. Will that be advantage
For
then? Going against the Lich. And coming out of hiding.
yeah, so you are hidden, and that attack will deal double damage should it hit, and it's already against a solo, so it already deals double damage, so it will deal quadruple damage should it hit. Now hold your horses 1 minute though, because there is one thing we have to double check. And that's, do you hit him or do you hit a mirror?
Fucking casters, man.
What do I roll? What do I roll?
That was like a d20, and then if it was above a 6 or something.
6 or higher, the chance to change it to a duplicate. Okay, so do you want to roll or do you want me to roll it?
There's your answer.
So with the first duplicate, it's a 6 or higher, so he directed it to a duplicate, which is instantly shattered. Only 2 remain.
Okay, so I guess that's their turn.
And then the next one's next, so. Just do with that as you wish. And I would really like to see, because that's 2d8 plus something times 4. That'd have been pretty awesome hit. Ooh, Banshee, yes. A hail of well-directed arrows fly straight at and pelt the Banshee. It is a solo, so it will do double. So let's see, that's...
It should be quadruple. Same
Oh,
situation.
quadruple, yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah, 'cause
So
they were
64.
damaged as well. Which, no matter what, that Banshee's hit points are at, are enough that is no longer a Banshee.
Woohoo!
Now it's a pincushion.
That Banshee was at full health, and they have 58 hit points.
One shot. Well,
So, almost like a scene from 300. She was hoping to fight in the shade, but instead became the pincushion. You have to have shields for that to work, as it turns out. Insta-dead.
Yep.
Banshee directs the zombies to go this way. Try to chase after Lumo. Now that they are aware of his existence. And top of the order, the scouts get to go again. Rolled super shitty last time and rolled really decent this time. One of them did.
We're gonna go walking in this direction, and while we're doing it, we're gonna start kicking up some sand as best we can.
Okay. Try to make some obscurement. And hide. Okay. Yeah, you feel as though even amidst the small dust particles, you just disappear, blending into the sand. Well-trained scouts.
Yeah, magic missile at Banshee 22.
Going for 22? Okay.
So that's 8 again, right?
You get
Yeah.
8 total, so I'd direct the first... she may die before all 8 go through, so don't get too overzealous. You can target her and then just start double-clicking the damage. And until she dies, or if she dies, or...
You have to target her, right?
Do I?
I don't know. Huh.
Yeah, they're targeted now. Yeah, they're targeted. Did it. Oh, except for they're targeted, but it's not... It's still not working. That's okay, though. That's fine. That's fine. No worries. Let's see here. Let me pause a second. So let's apply the damage. That way we were seeing... It's not applying right, so... and that last one did it. So I don't know how many you do.
I have 2 more.
The last one was enough, almost exactly by hit exceeds by 3. And that banshee gets pelted 1,000,000 times. Going down. So yeah, since the targeting thing didn't work, just roll them on whoever you want to roll them on.
Okay.
The Lich chooses not to direct them to his clones.
Oh yeah, I forgot to even wait for that. Yeah, because it's kind of light damage. Hey, so can you do that? I mean, like if I know Karth had that spell, I didn't know you could choose or not to. Maybe it's in the spell thing. I just didn't read it.
It might be automatic. Let me double check. That's a good call.
It says you must roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I would say that is. So that's true. So let's just find out. So you can. First one targets a duplicate. The second one does not. Okay, so the first one hits a duplicate, the second one does not. So he gets 8 hit points back, but only one extra duplicate down.
That is good to know. That's my move because I did movement 2 to get closer to hit him.
Okay. The other scouts get to go. And then night 2 will be on. Actually kind of work in tandem. I'll be okay.
They're also gonna hit the deck and
They're gonna hide?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So these guys are still afraid, but they can still attack, right? Or are
Yes,
they not afraid now that the Banshees is gone?
I would, I believe that it says this specific to this, like they can't move closer to the source, but they may still be afraid. Let me double check.
I think it's actually with the target. Whenever they're afraid dies, is they're not afraid of it anymore.
No, because it does say no. Okay, yeah. So, although I did, so I guess I should have paid a little more attention to this. So go ahead and roll me another wisdom saving throw. If you'll roll, can you do that? Okay, so the night unit would have stayed. You have disadvantage on that save if the Banshee is still around. That's basically what it says.
Okay.
And so the Banshee's no longer around, so you're still frightened. And so at the end of your turn, you can repeat that throw. So since I didn't have you do it last time, That's what that one was for.
Okay.
And so you make, while frightened, frightened should automatically give your attacks disadvantage when you try to attack, say, the skeleton unit, for instance.
Okay.
So let's just give it a go, see if it happens.
But if I move up there, am I now on higher ground than Unit 15? Or is that not?
Oh no,
Like-
no! It's only the only differentiation in the ground is the swath through the middle and either thing on the side. So all of this,
Okay.
all this regular sand should be flat.
Okay.
It's
So
not like
there's
a slope that goes all the way up or anything like that.
right. Okay. So I can just roll an attack and it should do automatically with disadvantage.
Yes. Since you have the frightened condition on you, that should be what it does. Which one are you attacking? Just to be
15.
okay. So also, even if you weren't frightened, since you only have one square face lining up, you have disadvantage if you only have one of your squares lining up.
Oh,
Does that
right.
make sense?
Okay. So yeah, so they wouldn't move that far then.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, they have disadvantage anyway. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can proceed to see what that does. Did it do disadvantage or did it not?
that did not do disadvantage, but it's a miss anyway. So
Right. Yeah. Guaranteed because of the one die. Okay. So that's not very helpful then for the front. I think because they're the NPCs in this way that their effects, it separates like what you're rolling with their stuff, and so the effect's not on you; it's technically on the unit.
Yeah.
And so I think it's going bananas with that. So let me see if
Yeah.
I tried to do it just to see if that's what the difference is. Yeah, because if I do it, it treats it like it's the unit doing it. But when y'all do it, it says it's got your picture and says the not unit tries to do this thing. So I think
You'd have to drag each dragon icon to us
oh, is that what it is? So that
Yep. so that we all have.
Okay, well, that's good.
It treat it just like you would the Tyrannosaurus Rex type thing.
So I can roll another wisdom save now to see if I can. Oh, I got another sheet.
Yeah, I popped it open because
Oh, this one says specifically Unit 2. That's cool.
yeah, that one was that, and that's why. That's the.
Okay, so I can roll another wisdom save now because it's the end of their turn.
That's right. That's right.
That's better.
DC 13. They are no longer frightened.
Yay!
Okay, the warrior is. It's the warrior's turn. Now we're figuring it all out.
Warriors, there they are.
Okay, so how about I do this so that you get warrior 1's specific.
Fine. This is still disadvantage because half or less, right?
No, 2 is fine.
2 is fine.
It's 2 or
okay.
more.
Okay.
These warriors are not. I rolled their save, Bijou, and they did not get broken on theirs, even though they did get below half health.
Okay.
I think I did. That's what I was thinking.
I think you did too.
I'm sure you did.
Yo! Yay!
I mean, the warriors against the zombies, literally anything but a 1 on the rolls is a hit. So
Yeah, but I can still get excited. Come on, go 2 tables for me. That's all I got.
It's, I mean, it's something that is very unusual. That doesn't happen very often. Zombie is one of the very few mobs where you can actually roll less than a 10 and hit them. It's not a lot of mobs who do that, especially as levels start to move forward. But regardless, the warriors dispatch the zombies.
Yes. 2 zombies dead by the war.
Whoops! I killed the warriors and not the zombies.
Wrong one, wrong one.
Oh, they were at 0. Those are the ones that were at 0 hit points, but they're not dying. They're not dead. So let me put them back.
Oh,
They're just
no!
having a nap. That's all.
Yeah. Siesta. Mid-battle siesta.
It's not even dawn yet.
Yeah.
Midnight pre-nap. It's a pre-sleep. No, not a post-sleep nap.
It's not sunlight. It's not. What time of day is it?
It's still before dawn.
Like before dawn.
Oh.
We've not even been in
Yeah.
battle a whole minute yet.
They shouldn't have been awake yet, so they just went back to sleep.
Okay.
I don't know what their
Hit the
initiative is,
snooze.
but I'll put them at the bottom. They're still at. I think they're around here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
So when Izzy peeked out through one of the slits in the wall, she saw like some of the knights starting to run.
Yeah,
So
for just a little bit. Yeah.
yeah. So she's talking to the guys around her while they're making bombs, and she's like, "So you guys got like a war cry or anything in the phalanx? Like real, like a rally cry?" So
They do,
she's
actually. It's for life, for strength, and for honor. That is their.
okay. So she wants to basically have the guys around her like do the cry up on the wall, so that they could be heard over the roar of the battle kind of thing, and then the people on the battlefield know that we're with them, we're preparing to fight as well. So
Excellent.
But-
Go ahead and roll. Let's say something charisma based anyway. We'll take that and tuck that in our pocket for later. So, I think this is a persuasion kind of thing, or deception.
Okay.
I guess technically, depending.
I mean,
Given Izzy's character, I will let you decide on which one the reality of what you're trying to do here. Okay. Very good. I will hold that in place.
Can you give me the tab for the unit 2? And Steen and Warrior 4 are down to 0 hit points.
Correct.
Would Cure Wounds help them?
Yeah. I mean, they effectively took whatever hit points they were at in psychic damage, essentially, to go be knocked out. Didn't kill them. It just did X damage, where X was how many hit points they had left. Variable by
Okay.
whoever's there.
Alright, so I'm going to Cure Wounds on the Warriors.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, so we got this thing still lingering a little bit here. 1 second. Okay, so they failed. So we do normal damage, but they're not. Doesn't cover all of them. So do half damage. Okay. Alright, the knights are pretty wrecked. But due to their current massive morale boost, the knights have double movement and double actions this turn.
Double movement and double actions?
That's correct.
So when she shouted that and the knights are getting all ramped up, I'm just like taking my sword and hitting it against my shield. Trying
They
to get a
are
little...
effectively being invigorated and action surging at the same time.
I think they can get to about there?
Didn't do 1.5 squares. I think if you attack the skeletons, I think I'd have to say it'd be a disadvantage, just because of the small corner still. But yeah, you could do that. Wait, you were half in. Wait, just 1 sec. Can you make it a square further? She got up in your face.
I was in the bottom corner, bottom right corner.
Yeah.
It was like this, right?
No, I was in the night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was,
It was like this. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was okay. Never mind.
So that's 20. And 30. You know what? I'll make my attacks here and then I'll move around.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Take advantage of that splitting up the movement. That's fine.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
There. Where are there 2 units selected for the turn?
What?
I see both 15 and 44 selected as its turn.
I only see 44.
Uh,
Oh wait, yeah, there you go. That's weird.
moved it around and back.
Weird bug.
I do not see. Yeah, I did not see that.
Now I only see the one.
Yeah, it looks fine now.
Can't roll for diddly. That's the most. Very first like disadvantage roll this archers got still hit the knights, which is insane because they have 20 AC. But everything since then, they haven't rolled over 10, I don't think, in a while. Not many times, anyway.
Alright, I'm gonna start punching.
Okay, punch size.
This is with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, so attacks are made with disadvantage. But again, they're the zombies, so chances are you'll be okay.
Oh, okay. There, okay.
Yeah, you have a +7, so as long as you don't roll a 1.
Or pretty much a double one.
Yeah, double 1 at that. Well, and you're also a halfling, so it'd have to be like
Yep.
triple 1. So.
Alright, and we're gonna do a searing arc strike.
Ooh, okay. So this is technically an AoE. I'm not familiar with this. This is one of your
This burning hands, basically.
burning hands. Yeah. So the cone.
That's my cone. It's about as best as I could get at attempting to get them all.
Yeah, I might. Cones have a weakness in this system, so I might alter that a little bit. Spheres and squares are just way eminently more powerful against units than cones, so I don't kind of like that. I think I like the fact that you've got the majority of them with the cone. I think that's fine for me. So we'll count it as just like an AoE that encompasses them entirely. So you'll have. You are a solo. That means normal saves, normal damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I can actually now cast this as 4th level, so I had to get that going. Or I have to get that going.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Oh, because you technically have the 4-key version now.
Yeah.
Is that what you? Yeah. Wow, I had to roll it. I rolled 18.
Okay, so double and half means it's. Should actually be.
Well, no,
22.
It's So your damage is normally halved against. Okay, so.
Oh, okay. I thought AOE spells were.
If from a unit, yeah, that's not very clear. That's not very clear because there's multiple people casting an AOE spell in a unit versus.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, then that probably works fine then.
But I might. I've been thinking about tweaking that in the long run anyway, as far as how the AOEs work. But.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can do that and scamper away.
I was just trying to think the actual melee hits would have been at disadvantage and do half damage.
Oh yeah, right.
So, but I'm not worried. So I'm not worried about it for right now.
Alright, so this one is 20, 40. Well, we'll say up here. That's plenty. Now, normally, when I hit someone, they don't get the things, but, you know, I kind of only hit 2 of them, I suppose. So, I don't know how you want to handle that with the mobility feat,
Oh no, that's
and
fine.
with there being
No,
actually a bunch of them.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It would work the same as with a swarm, I would think,
Yeah, I think
where it's
essentially,
treated as one.
Okay.
yeah, it's still kind of treated as one in that way. Plus, you're like even doubly so. You're on the corner, so really only the corner ones were with threatening. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it.
Woo!
Actually, because according to this, they're all 4x4s. But if I made them 3x3s, and then actually only 9 people were in a unit, it would make a lot more. Like you could make it all work out way more realistically. I think, but I'm not worried about it. This was copied off of Mike Merle's stuff. I didn't put that much thought into those pieces. Testing,
Death saving throw at the end of the turn?
death saving throw. It didn't. No, technically you're not bleeding out. Actually, just at 0 hit points.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
I'm just unconscious?
You're just unconscious. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's different because it didn't actually do damage, so you're not bleeding out. You're just unconscious. 0 hit point.
Frozen in time.
Okay, so this unit's gonna try to attack the knight with its short sword. Roll really well for that to work, and it's close. Not close enough. Right, knights, double movement, double actions.
I have no idea how Lily does this with one monitor.
Windows on top. You have to get good at window stacking. Windows on top of windows on top of window.
Alt
Wait,
tab, alt
this
tab.
one I have advantage on, right?
Yes, because it
'Cause
is
it's-
downhill. That is correct. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
down in the on the edge of the basin, so you have the high ground advantage on it.
Seventeen's apparently my number today.
It's a good number to be having, at least on this end of thing. Hack and slash. Do you intend to use any more of their movement, or are you gonna kind of stay in this?
That's what I'm wondering. But they're in kind of a good spot against these zombies right now, so I think I'm gonna leave them there.
Okay. any further because of the difficult terrain. Car's turn. So as far as number of rounds goes, I'm pretty sure this might be our longest battle at this point. Maybe one or no. I think we went into a couple different stages within a battle that into more than 10 rounds.
So did that heal take? Can I tell that?
Yes, it did.
All right. So that was
Steen regains his consciousness, but he's still laying down, taking a literal dirt nap, sand nap.
so that's my bonus action to do that.
That's at level 2. Okay.
And going to take yeah, dash.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is he going to do now?
Probably just go home, decide it wasn't worth it, rethink his life, maybe get a job with children.
You see the robed figure raise both of his hands into the air, and you see dark black energy come from it and coalesce as a giant hand above Knight Unit 3. The giant hand points a finger straight down at the earth at Knight 3, and then the black energy pulses and a beam shoots down, washing over the entirety of the unit.
Poor bastards.
Can't save them all.
The knights fall, and they land jerking in motion in place. muscles twitching and looking oddly animated.
Oh no!
Frick!
Not off. This is just off the top of my head, but is that what Circle of Death does now?
Circle of it? No, that's it's Finger of Death.
Oh, Finger Death. Oh, okay.
That was the creating.
Oh, right. The
I tried to do it by context of that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Treating the thing as a swarm. I tried to write.
Yeah, not a single. It's not a. Yeah, it's weird that way, but.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Did you say he still has a mirror? His
Sorry.
one or no?
One mirror, yes. One mirror remains on the soul-starved lich.
Kinda got a few souls now.
So, through the air, I whisper, or I play a terrible, mind-racking melody on my instrument towards the lich that only he can hear for dissonant whispers.
Okay, sure. How far away are you right now?
60 feet exactly. At least I should be. I moved up so I could be.
Okay, yeah.
Now roll the damage on him.
Just 1 second. Double checking range on. As you begin to whisper, you feel muffled as your spell has no effect. See the lich just kind of wave his arm, and as like the sound of the whispers that you're used to coming out, there's just no sound to it. There's no power, no force, no magic behind it. As he counterspells your spell. One of his slots. That means he's got. Okay.
Alright, the priest casts Sanctuary on Knights 1.
Okay, on Night Unit 1. Okay, good deal.
Mm-hmm. Do I drag anything to them?
I got it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Are they gonna do any movement as well, or?
They moved up 5, but they're good. Bless you.
Thank you. Alright, warriors.
Mm-hmm.
They have regained their consciousness.
Woohoo!
Feeling pretty good, if not a little bit sluggish.
Here they go. Ugh. Oh, took them a little time to stand up. All right, they're like, what the f?
Yeah, stand up and then they move, and they can use their action to go a little bit further if they wish to
Mhm.
do so.
Oh yeah, cause half movement. Yeah. There you go. Yes.
Okay. And we begin again with Lumo up first. I'll kind of leave it up to you folks if we want to come to a close here. I guess we can either choose to go another round or see where we get. So
I'm good.
It's all up to you folks.
We're just gonna re-roll that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Roll the 1. Okay, so he's gonna roll his. So that last one would direct to. Okay, so yeah, so that would be his last mirror.
Excellent.
Yep. Excellent. Rolling well.
And hasted.
And haste action. Yep. So many flurry of many things. And these are really good numbers and damage.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Bijou's like standing in awe with all the lightning hanging down on the lich when her attack missed. She's quite in awe right now.
So
So. One second, it's not actually the scout's turn.
Sorry, it's the scout's turn now?
No, sorry, there's something, something's happening first. Before their turn.
Oh, okay.
Because I got to get rid of the knights, and it automatically kicked it down to the next thing. What the crap is it? Oh, that's the wrong thing, that's why. Right, I'm a dummy. Huh. Won't let me add a unit to the combat tracker for some reason.
Should just be able to drag the dragon onto the combat tracker.
Oh, never mind. I'm a dummy in a different way. I did the right thing. I was expecting it to be at the bottom, but it's randomly rolling them an initiative, putting them randomly on the list. There we go. The squad of knights rise, undead, and fighting for the side of the undead. Sorry, now it's the scout's turn. Figure out what the hell I was doing. And they are no longer hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this could be real fun. So now I just want to see them crit, just because I want to see that happen.
Okay, coming out of hiding.
Yeah. Come on, 20. I just want to see crit that is quadrupled. Oh. Still gonna be fun. I'd probably just roll it onto chat and then double it and then drag the double twice.
Ah, well, he's immune to regular weapons.
I actually forgot about that.
I was always wondering about that.
Now we know.
True? Is that true?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, sure it is. It's not resistance, that's actual immunity.
Yep. Next.
It's Biju's turn again.
Okay. When I cast Aura Vitality, can I use it in that turn, or I have to wait till the next turn? Because it's a bonus action to use it.
So you cast it and then you can bonus action to use it the first time.
You have one action and one bonus action, so yeah.
No, I can't make it. Oh, frick.
No.
Yeah, they're correct though. That is how that works. You can do it and activate it at the same time. What are we thinking?
Sorry. Don't know.
Me neither. I don't know what you're thinking either.
No, I was going to try and make it to the Warriors cast Aura Vitality, but if I use my Misty Step, I can't have a
Uses
bonus action to
advantage.
heal them.
That's correct.
So I can't make it to them anyways. Well, No, because it wouldn't cover enough of them to be able to cast it as a bonus
You do
action.
have the healing word.
Yeah,
as well.
1d4.
Yeah. The as far as the heal goes, I don't think that would have a diminished effect, since they're treated as a swarm. As long as that part's in range, you're not doing damage. Don't worry about doing half damage or anything.
Oh, no? Okay.
Yeah, I think if you can get to them, you can get to the swarm. You're hitting the swarm.
I mean, they're within the range of healing word.
I meant for the aura as well. Like you don't have to. The entire aura doesn't have to envelop them. In order to heal them, as long as some of the aura is there, you can direct it single target towards the swarm. That's fine. That's what
It's-
you were.
No, I still wouldn't reach them with the aura. I can reach them with healing word, though.
Okay, yeah, it's up to.
Because it's centered on me, and so even with running my 25, it doesn't make it to them. But I can send them a level 2 healing word. Let's drag it onto them.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good one.
Not bad. And Bijou yells out to the gods of all the light to come and help us in our time of need.
Alright, this warrior gets to do stuff.
Yeah, wait. All over there. There we go.
Yeah, I had a feeling this particular thing would either go fairly quickly or take forever. Like, once you're in
Yes.
the middle, it'd be like, that's one encounter and we could be done within a couple hours. Or, it's one encounter that will, just because of the mechanics involved, will go forever.
I was hyped to keep going until dude was immune to all kinds of damage. And
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, this is gonna take a bit.
It's only, to be fair, he's only immune to non-magic damage. Damage from non-magical weapons.
I just meant all types of 230s that would have been applied.
Oh yeah, that's a big bit for sure.
Zombie slayers.
Yeah, those halberds fuck up some zombies.
Okay. I am kind of afraid to do anything but attack the soul-starved lich, but I think I need to see if this works and if we can help the layout of the field a little bit.
Okay. I like to hear it.
Excuse me there, boys.
Pardon me. Get out of the way.
Yeah, I can only really do half of that top because it's 30 feet from me. But I would like to turn undead and, if possible, destroy undead. And that's 1 CR rating or lower.
Okay.
And that would be, okay.
Is it CR1 or is that CR2 now? Did it go up? Now that
It went up from a half to 1.
It went up from a half to 1. Okay. I put these units as.
I don't know. I mean, 52 might be like a half a thing. I guess we'll just see if it. I'll do my save and see what happens after that.
Okay. Succeeded. The other 2 failed. Is it? I think for turn specifically, I think that's okay. You do notice very starkly that they are not destroyed, but they are in fact turned.
Yeah, right. I guess I yell at the knights around me. The ones that are fleeing, let them flee.
Okay. You want to go ahead and hit the turn turned effect, and then that way it'll place it on their units to make sure I don't try not to fuck up later. Honestly, we don't have to wait till the end of the round to stop it if we're fading or whatever.
Wherever's easy, I guess, to end.
It saves everything wherever we're at, whatever we're doing. So yeah, we I think we just have a pretty extensive ongoing war here, but it does look like the tides are turning as long as the Lich itself doesn't
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I was optimistic. I said it's going pretty well, but that guy's still at light, and Lumo really went into him. It's going to take a lot of rounds, I think.
Yeah, it was kind of like after the shot from the scouts. I was like, well, if I
Yeah.
knew he was immune to normal weapons, I wouldn't have had my knights charge in after him, because that was probably a bad idea.
To be
in
fair,
hindsight.
None of you as a character would have known that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
in all reality. I mean, I forgot the damn thing, for one thing. as a player, as a DM, I forgot that they were actually immune to that. But I'm pretty sure, I'm very confident that none of us characters have actually encountered a Lich.
No.
Soul Starved, which is a weaker version of a Lich that I made up, or not. I just don't think we would have known. Now we're like, oh shit, that guy's... obviously, the last couple of things he's done have been... The first couple were like, okay, so he's like our evokers. He's just a wizard. He's just a regular wizard. And then the last couple of things he did were super powerful.
I think it depends on how many spell slots he has left, basically, to how fucked this is going to get.
Yeah, this was kind of like a... okay, this is bad, and then, no, we're doing okay. We're kind of outnumbering them now, and then, oh god, they turned one of our units. This is not good.
Whoa. Fucking Age of Empires.
So, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and stop it here right where we are. And we'll come back to it later.
Shit, I should have just fucking attacked him. Yeah, I didn't know if I would be able to just... the meta version was like, well, that would be almost cheesy if I could just take down 3 things of troops, but I had to fucking try.
Yeah. I didn't do that. I mean, they have a higher CR, these units do, because they act as a swarm. I did not do that intentionally to circumvent being destroyed by turn undead. I did it just based on what I thought that their 10 zombies CR rating would be as a single swarm. A swarm of rats or swarm of zombies would be I put them at CR2 for the zombies. So.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like the group is a CR2 individually.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's that. I think, which kind of falls flat a little on certain, when you think, trying to go from game mechanics to realism and back and forth. D&D doesn't always parity well there, but
Same time tomorrow. I mean, I'm thinking of quitting my job anyway, so.
I still need mine.
yeah. I got we're
Yeah, we get 2 of the things in the run. At least we can have all of our melee guys just crowd control while we focus on that. Those evokers, it's their time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Team E.
Yep.
I think we would have had enough time for this battle had I started us 3 rounds in effectively.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement at the beginning.
But other than that, I'm going to stop the stream here. But